show me where I start. Mother Earth sings with the birds.
It's the 29th of June 2013 and we're in the garden with Nick of the Devon clan, who's just come back from a little stroll with Ben Fellows. Evening, Nick.
Good evening. Good evening to everybody out there.
So, how did you come to join Ben on this part of his walk?
Well, I was sitting in my chair, as I normally do, and a friend asked me over Facebook what I was going to be doing today. And I said to her, what I should be doing is getting off my backside and going out and doing something positive that might contribute to the cause, so to speak. For example, going to walk with Ben. So we actually managed to find out where he was, and I went out and joined him just past Ashburton and walked with him then up to Chudley to a friend of mine's house.
I know you've got a fair amount of experience of square bashing and sort of wandering along with the Marine Band. Have you ever done anything like this before?
Not for this sort of cause. I mean, I've covered a few miles in my time over a couple of mountains, but this was a little different.
Good, excellent. How many people were with him? Did you gather people as you walked along?
There were 5 of us during the day, and we spoke to quite a few people on our little journey there.
So the locals out on the road as you went by?
Yes, absolutely, yes. Everybody was very welcoming and understanding of the cause, so to speak.
Excellent.
And supportive, very supportive.
Yeah, how are the feet?
Recovering.
And Ben's not you. Obviously, he's not used to it. He's from London. I mean, they're not putting Londoners down, but I don't suppose they walked that far, do they?
Well, the main problem was that they set off at such a pace. They covered in a matter of 2.5 days some sort of 36 miles.
Which, if you're not practiced
their
at
feet,
it,
basically. They shredded their feet. Physically, they were okay. They were a bit tired, but you know, other than their feet, they were okay. But they really have made a mess of their feet. Thankfully, we have a very good friend in Chudley, Iron Mike, who managed to fix everybody back up again using vinegar and brown paper, as they say. We filled them, hydrated them properly with good, clean distilled water, treated all their injuries with cider vinegar and iodine.
Were they drinking it or putting it on their wounds or their blisters?
Well, we had foot baths of iodine and cider vinegar with Epsom salts. We had drinks of cider vinegar with distilled water, iodine and Epsom salts, and basically we just kind of put all that sort of thing, not Epsom salts in the drink, sorry, no, we bicarb soda. Yes.
Very good. Yeah, that sounds good.
So yes, they were well treated by Mike, and we left there after a 24-hour break and headed over the top of Haldon Hill and down to Alphington, just outside of Exeter, and moved on to Marsh Barton and went to the Double Locks pub.
Oh, Double Locks, I know it well. Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where we were given a great reception.
Excellent.
They were wonderful.
Good. And now that you're back and you've obviously rested a bit and your feet are slightly better, I think. What news from the march itself? Have you heard from Ben?
Well, Ben has a concept of that he would like to meet up with as many people as is possible at the Henge. Stonehenge.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought we might sort of go with friends to the Henge and discuss with everybody that we meet the inequalities in our justice system and maybe a few other things.
sounds pretty reasonable. And there's no sort of date or time on that, I suppose.
Well, there's no. All we can do is to follow Ben's progress. At the moment, he's nudging the edge of Somerset, I believe. He's moving at he's moving at a pace. So I can't see that it taking too long for him to get across Somerset and into Wiltshire. So not too long, but you just have to keep tabs on where he's got to. He's being. When I left yesterday, my place was taken by 2 other guys. So you know, people are looking after him well. He's got a support vehicle as well now. So things are looking up and moving on.
And I've heard Space Cowboy's done a video or two about
He
him.
has,
So he's with him at the moment, is he?
He is. He's acting as a support vehicle.
Good.
Everything is going along a lot better than expected.
That's excellent.
Very, very well indeed.
That's excellent. That's good. Well, I think that's about it. Anything else you can think of that you'd like to add?
Well, the one thing that I would add is that anybody who feels that they would like to do something but can't get off their backside and do it, get off your backside and do it. Go and see Ben, join him on the walk.
Just one last question. How's Floyd?
Floyd is fine. I'm really pleased. We actually brought him back here after the first half day of walking, so he's recovering very, very well. He's fine.
Margaret sings with the birds. Only there